Hi everyone, we are Team Wearables presenting you on wearables in healthcare. With our growing age, maintaining our fitness becomes the most important aspect to lead a healthy and happy life. These devices help you to check your SpO2 levels, your heart rate, track running or walking speed, along with the feature of making calls without even touching your smartphone. And all this in the form of a wristwatch. Moreover, the in-depth analysis in the respective application helps detect different patterns in our lifestyle. In this presentation, we will be discussing fairness and security issues concerning the wearable devices in healthcare, as the large amount of data can be accessed by the manufacturers and third party without users' consent.
Ethical issues in wearable devices. Privacy. Privacy is defined as the claim of an individual or institution to determine for themselves when, how, and up to what extent the information about them is communicated to others. Fitbit is known for its smart fitness band that provides human health activity measurements and statistics. However, one of the major security vulnerabilities found in Fitbit is the lack of privacy. Fitbit is vulnerable due to leaky Bluetooth Low Energy technology. The Fitbit can be easily tracked due to its unchanged privacy, or MAC addresses can be tracked easily. Due to this, the third party can track activities of specific users. Insurance companies may take advantage of this health data to create a grey market. It also allows malicious people to track the user's location or places visited to make phishing attacks which can disrupt an individual's privacy. Transparency. Fitbit has instituted a mechanism in which a third-party application can access user data. The application can both read and write the user data that is stored in the device of the Fitbit user. Third-party applications can also request permission to access the scope of the user data. The third-party applications can also modify the data if given the access. The lack of user education on this part can lead to data breach if the user account is hacked. Currently, there is no such mechanism for a user to grant read access but no write access to the data.
Detecting the bias in wearable devices. Most of the wearable devices use unfair models for predicting the outcome. For instance, breast cancer is a common disease in women. An algorithm with the training data will obviously predict most of the breast cancer for females. But it has been discovered lately that breast cancer is also a rare disease with men, so this can lead to a biased analysis. Also, incomplete training data could result in algorithmic bias. For example, most of the middle-aged and old-age people suffer from heart disease, but that's not always the case. Recently, we can see many of the teenagers also suffer from heart disease. So, if there's not sufficient training data of heart diseases for teenagers available, uh, it can lead to a bias analysis. Some of the solutions for mitigating the bias are as follows. Comparing the results of various models and choosing the best model. Providing additional training to the models. Following government guidelines and common standards. Using a bias impact statement. Engaging users throughout the process. And also considering the diverse data for training and decision making process.
Possible trustworthy operations. Companies which are open about the data they collect give consumers power over their personal data and provide equal value in exchange for it. Companies can be trusted and gain continued and increased access. Those who hide how they use personal data and fail to provide value in return risk losing the customer's trust and their business. The wearable devices providers must educate their employees about privacy and data security, which can be done by enroll them into various certification programs. Also, the employees must be encouraged to read and understand the terms and conditions thoroughly so that the important information does not get unnoticed. Moreover, user experience can also be improved by introducing integration of privacy into the system designs. Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act HIPAA compliant, which sets the standard for sensitive data protection. These devices might require users to give explicit consent to share their data. Consumers who are looking for
more privacy are provided with a choice to give the consent of what information is being collected and how it is being used. Thank you.
Coming to the conclusion, while wearable devices have their own advantage, they potentially risk sharing the sensitive information of people present in the collected data. This brings ethical concerns like privacy, fairness, and transparency to individual or certain groups of people. Systems like this may lead to biased, discriminatory, unintended, or socially undesirable consequences. Introducing more transparency to people about what's happening with their information and administering users with choice to give consent for gathering their content are some of the ways through which people would gain the trust of the system and thus will fetch more adoption of the users. Thank you.
Here are some of the references which we have used.